The topic is relation mapping and functions. So in this video we are going to discuss only a relation. When they say a relation, what exactly is a relation? So just like a relationship, what is a relationship? So a relationship here is a connection between two or more people, right? So the connection between two or more people. Now this image here shows that maybe you are here and then your partner is also here. So what is the relationship between the two of you, right? So what's the relationship here? So what is the connection between the two of you? That is exactly what we are calling what the relation. So what just comment down below. What's the relationship between you and your partner, right? What I mean by the partner here, it can be your siblings, it can be your father, it can be your mother, or maybe it can be your a lover, right? So something of that nature. So just comment down below your the relationship between you and your partner. Is that okay? So the relationship between you is what we are going to talk about, right? So what will be the relation between you? So maybe a friend, so that should be what? Friendship, right? So maybe you have a friendship here. Is that okay? So let me clean this nicely. So because so that will be what? Friendship. Right? So a friendship is the relationship between you and your partner, or maybe a mother or a father or something of that nature. So the most important thing is what is the connection between you and your partner. Is that okay? So that is very simple what we are going to discuss in this video. Now, for that is just a simple definition of what a relation in my opinion. Okay. Now let's look at some of the types of the relationship that we can have that exist in the real life, right? Now, so the first one we talk about is the one-to-one. So what is one-to-one relation? So when exactly do you say one person belongs to what? Only one person. Is that okay? So I'm going to use this image to demonstrate that very nicely. So let's say I have these names over here and then these names are also here. So I have Josephine, Jennifer, Jessica, as well as Noah, Abel, and finally Joseph over here. Right? So when you say a one-to-one relation, what it means is that one person must belong to only one partner. Is that okay? So maybe if you are here, you must have only one partner, right? So in this world here, it means that everybody here must have only one partner. Should in case you have two partners, you cannot belong to this category, right? You cannot belong to this family. So the family that we are dealing with here is what one person has to have only one partner, right? So if you are here, you must have only one partner. So as the area demonstrate that everybody here has only one partner. So Josephine belongs to Noah, Jennifer belongs to Abel, and then Jessica also belongs to Joseph. Is that okay? And the vice versa, right? The vice versa. Everybody here must also have only one partner. So if you're in a relationship whereby each person has only one partner, maybe comment down below. So maybe you can be classified under what? A one-to-one relation, right? So that is very simple. Now let's look at the second type here. The second type is one-to-many. So as the name suggests, tells you that each person here belongs to many partners, or one person here has so many partners over here, right? So this is a very simple one whereby we can say that Jennifer has more than necessary, right? So maybe Jennifer belongs to Noah, Abel, as well as Joseph. Is that okay? So this is what we call one-to-many. So as the name suggests, tells you that this one here belongs to where you are coming from, and then the second one is where we are going. Is that okay? So one-to-many. So one person is going for many things, right? Just one person is going for many partners. That is very simple. So you can even decide to change this diagram by saying that this tree belongs to all these three. The most important thing is that there's one person going for many partners. Alright, so the third one will be what? Many to one. So the same thing, right? Many to one relation is a relation whereby many people, right? Many people here are going for just one partner, right? Maybe that person may have a lack or a successful person in life. So maybe many people, right? So you have many people going for just only one partner. So that's why we say many are running towards one person or one partner, right? And then the final one will be that is many to many, right? So many to many relation. What exactly it means is that many are going for randomly people, right? So many are going for different partners. So the diagram here demonstrates that many people from here, so different people are going for what? Another different partners, right? So that is another type of what? A relationship. So in all, we are having 4 different types of what? A relation. So that is one to one, and a one to many, many to one, and then what? Many to many relation, right? That is very simple for that one. Now, one thing you must also know under this is that you must know the following. So first one is what? Arrow diagram. So what is an arrow diagram? So the arrow diagram here is the name involves arrow, right? As well as a diagram. So arrow combined with a diagram. So this is a very simple one. So this is what we call what? An arrow diagram, right? So you are just making a diagram, then it demonstrate the link between 2 people, right? Maybe you and your partner using arrow. So that is why we call it what? An arrow diagram, in my opinion, right? So this is something like an arrow diagram, like this, right? Together with the arrow, to show the connection between you and your partner. So that is what an arrow diagram. Now, the next thing you have to know is what? Ordered pairs, right? So what is ordered pairs? So pair means two things, right? 2 things being working together, but how are they going to be arranged? So that is the one thing you have to take note over here. So under relation mapping and functions, so when you say ordered pair, is one person from the first part and then one person from the second part, but it must be a connection, right? There must be a connection between the 2 of them. So let me use this one to demonstrate that. So this is what? A first person here. Let's say you are Josephine and then you are being connected to what? Noah. So the 2 of you are ordered pair, right? The 2 of you are ordered pair. There's no way Josephine can be ordered pair to Abel. You can see that from the diagram because Josephine belongs to what? Noah, right? So that's also I got what? One ordered pair over here. That is Josephine, what? Noah, right? This is what we call ordered pair. The 2 of you are being moving together, right? Test everybody that there's a connection between the 2 of you, right? So you may list some of the ordered pair from what? The diagram over here. This is an arrow diagram, so I listed 1, then maybe you can go on and list the 2, right? List some of the ordered pair down below. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, join our WhatsApp group whereby we interact with you one-on-one. Alright, now let's move on. The next thing you have to pay attention to is what? Domain and what? Codomain. So these are some of the names, very important names in what? Relation mapping and what? Function. So let's dive into that and look at exactly what it means. So domain. When you say a domain, you see, one thing in mathematics is that don't forget about the name, in my opinion, right? But focus on exactly the image behind the name, right? So a domain, we consider who is a domain, or what exactly do you call what? A domain. Is that okay? Now the domain, I'll use this diagram to demonstrate that. So any of the diagram, so I can say that the domain is the first people, right? What I mean by the first people here is exactly where we are moving from, right? This set is what we call a domain. These people are the domain. Is that okay? So the domain of this one to many relations are what? Josephine, Jennifer, and what? Jessica. Is that okay? That is what we call the domain. The domain is where you are moving from. Where you are moving from is the domain, right? So the domain for this set is Josephine, Jennifer, and what? Jessica. Is that okay? These people are the domain. They are the people we call the domain. Okay, all the members of the domain are what? These people over here. So what about the codomain? So as the name suggests, the codomain will be this group. Is that okay? Everybody in the second town, or where your partners are, right? So this set is what we call the codomain. Is that okay? So note that difference it's very important in this topic, right? Okay, so these are the codomain, as well as this is our the codomain. Sorry, these are the domain, and then these are what? The codomain. Is that okay? Okay. Now let's move on. So finally for this video, it will be what? A range. Another thing you have to pay attention to is the range. The range. What exactly is the range? So let me demonstrate that from this diagram over here. Assuming you are having three people from this part, right? From what? Now I can use the term. The technical terms are what? The domain and the co-domain. Is that okay? So the domain are three girls, the Josephine, Jennifer, and what? Jessica. And the co-domain are what? Noah, Abel, Joseph, and what? Michael. Is that okay? So that is the difference between the domain and the co-domain. Domain is where you are moving from, and the domain is exactly the co-domain is where you guys are going. Right? Now let's define the range. What is the range? Okay, the range here from my opinion. So when I want to go for the ranges are what? Your partners. Is that okay? The ranges are the partners. Pay attention here. The ranges are the partners. What I mean by the partners are those who have what? A relative. Those who are connected with some people from the domain over here. Right? Those are what we call the range. Now, if you hear my definition clearly, so what are the range over here? The range here will be what? Noah, Abel, and Joseph. Why? The range will be Noah, Abel, and Joseph. But in this case, we have four guys in the co-domain. Obviously, let's say four guys are in this town, but only three of them also belongs to the domain, belongs to the range. Why? The question is that this guy, you can see this guy here, the Michael has no partner, right? Michael has no partner, so Michael is not qualified to be part of the range. If you want to be part of the range, you must have a partner, right? You must have a partner over here. You must have a relative. If you don't have a relative, you cannot be part of what? The range, right? So if you don't know you are added, so you cannot be part of the range. If you want to be part, then go and look for a partner over here before you can be part of the range, right? So the range are the people that have partners, right? So in this case, Noah, Abel, Joseph as a partner. So those are the guys that we call the range of what said. So you must pay a close attention to the term and how they relate, right? That is the most important thing in mathematics. Don't let the name scare you. Just know the image behind the name. That's the most important thing. So thank you for watching. Once again, subscribe to the channel if you want to know more content like this.